Texas. Mickey Jack here. Loving life. Living life. With the Dr. Chunks life. Look at this guy. He's over here just sitting in his seat and stuff. Okay, you're probably wondering what are we doing here? You know, I've got bald tires. Yes. So luckily, you know, I've been like kind of like not really worrying, but more or less like I guess I was panicking a little bit to get tires because it's actually really hard to find used tires for this truck in the tire size that I need. So this truck needs a 235 85 R16, which is basically a trailer tire. And not too many people had that tire on Marketplace. It's not one of those things you can just find anywhere. And so there was two candidates that I was going with. This one guy, he had the original 5-spoke tires for F350 aluminum, and I wanted to get those ones because you could literally turn the tire to the outside. So like if I have an inside tire on the back of this dually, I could take the inside tire and bring it to the front and it would just look all the same. It would be easier for rotating the tires. So I was holding off from this other guy on getting his tires. Mind you, you know, when you think about manifestation, everything just works a certain way. Because in order for me to do the tires on the truck, I also have to do the front end in alignment. Do a front end alignment and do the axle seals. And I'm like, man, these axle seals are going to cost like $300 and change, right? To do them myself, just to get the parts. And then I have to do like all the work, right? And it's, you know, winter's coming, snow, whatever, right? So right now the tires I have on the front aren't like they'll probably make it through the winter. But I bought a set of 6 and I got a really good deal on it. The fronts are basically, they're brand new. They've never touched asphalt, the guy said. And you could tell they still have the little nubs on them. And the backs were 80%. And I was like, you know what? They're the same tire size. So worst case scenario, if I buy this set of tires, I can actually throw the rears on the back and still drive the truck the same way with the fronts and not worrying if I do any damage to the tires that I have on the front of this truck. So just to kind of give you context, like when I'm driving down the road, I feel like vibration, I feel all kinds of shit, right? And I've had that since I got this truck. And sorry, I'm just doing some adjustment here, so when I get back in, I can put the phone right into the holder. But I'm going to show you outside here these tires. So 235 85 R16, they're weather cracked. This is like a slick, right? I've got more grip on the outside than I do on the inside, and there's possible belts broken in. Maybe, oh yeah, you can see it right here. Look, see, there's a little ridge. That's the ridge. So that could be one of the reasons why my truck is vibrating when I drive. Invisible Gamer, hi. I'm explaining about my shitty tires. I got these with the truck, so check this out. Now, that's weather cracked, and I'm pretty sure this is bulged somewhere. Yeah, right there. There's a little bit of a bulge right there. This inside one's not bad, but we go to the fronts here. This front's cracked, not too bad, but these could probably get through the winter. But if you've watched my channel, this one's got a little wear on the inside, weather cracked. So as you can see, I don't really care if the front tires get damaged because I already got 6 other ones. And the 2 fronts are brand new. But I don't want to... Hell just fell. Oh, I don't know. I don't want to basically throw on these brand new tires without doing that front alignment, right? So anyways, we've got these tires in the back. And what we're going to do is first we're going to feed the gorgeous animal. Look, why is this bagel stuck to the wax paper? Jesus. That was weird. Like the top of this bagel totally got stuck on the inside. Chunks, you're like dripping all over the truck with your drool. Look at that, that's so weird that the bagel stuck to the wrap right there. Like glue. Pretty soon we're gonna stop eating all this crap. But this is just quick because we've got lots of stuff to do today. Here. Bro, you're drooling on everything. You can't drool so much. Here's your bagel. There you go. Just something quick for us to eat. We're making food today too. So many things to do. Anyways, so we're going to take the truck for a rip. Thank you for subscribing there, Invisible Gamer. You're not so invisible anymore. Oh, you got a 6, what's 6.7? Fronson only paid 6.7. I hear this is a term going around, but I don't know if that's what you're relating to. So, the tires are actually, if you see that little bulge in the back, that's where the tires are. There you go. Come. So we're gonna go for a rip. Maybe we'll notice it through the phone, the vibration or whatever. Maybe we'll notice it through the phone. If not, well, what else can we do? So we're gonna basically go for a rip and then throw the backs on and see if the truck runs smoother or not. I'm pretty sure it's gonna run smoother because like these tires, they're not as aggressive for one, so it will be a smoother ride. I gotta make sure I save a bagel for Chunks. That was kind of glued in there too. There you go. Feeding him bagels because I didn't have time to make him his food. I don't usually feed him regular dog food. Well, that'll be the end because the other bagels that I'm eating, I can't feed him because there's garlic in it. So basically, they're probably going to see that tarp flap when we go down the road. But we're just going to go for a little rip and see if there's a huge difference between these tires. So, we need a swig of some energy drinks. Oh, nice and cold. I left it outside. Left it in the truck overnight. So I've been doing lots of work on this thing. I actually got to get a steering wheel probably Monday, which will be good. I already have it kind of half taken out, and then I realized I was like, wait a minute, I need a puller to get the steering wheel off, because my steering wheel, as you can see, has got this cover on it, and it's kind of ripped up. So we're gonna go for a little jaunt down the road on the highway and see. Obviously, we're gonna have some bumps right there. I went over a curb a little bit. But I love the sound of the 7.3. It's just like so soothing. I love this truck. And you know, it's honestly, back when I was in high school, I wanted a truck like this. This truck's like 25 years old almost. And I got the original OSB. I still have that truck. That one's out at a friend's place. And then I ended up getting this one because I was like, you know what? If we're going to do with what we want to do with this channel, and that's literally me and the dog traveling, I want to basically end up getting a camper to put on the back. He's got his bed back here. Like, I don't know if you can see that back there. Like, there's all this open space. There's jackets there, but that's where his bed is. Anyways, so the whole plan is to trick out the truck to travel around Canada with the dog and create content for you guys and live life at the same time as doing so. So we've been picking away at this truck. I know you probably have seen that there's no like front dash because we've got the shifter to fix today, and we've got tires to put on today. And what else do we got? What else do we got? We got a bagel to eat. Chuck's always just staring at me. He's got food in his hand. Am I going to get some of that food in his hand? I'm doing also this video to see if like we can notice the ride. We'll take the same route after we put the back tires on. See that tarp in the back? That's where the tires are. We washed them yesterday. And just because the inner dually was really dirty, had a lot of dirt in it, so why not clean them up? So when we get back to the house, we'll check everything, check all the air, make sure it's all at the right levels. Take the truck for a drive and see how things go from there. Just stop at the light. Chunks, can you not drool on everything? Jesus. I can't give you this bagel. I saved the other one for him for last. Because that way he doesn't think he didn't get it yet. Because at the end, when I finish eating the bagel, he just like looks at me like, you didn't give me a piece of that? It's like the food taxer. The only thing I didn't do when I left is I didn't check the tire pressure on this, on the tires. I don't want to waste time filling them up. But let's just see. It's usually when you hit 100 is when you notice. But I just kind of wanted to do a little review on what it's like to drive with the tires that I have on the truck already. To see if it actually makes a huge difference or not. I know it will when the snow comes. It's going to be snowing tomorrow. So everything you see right now on the road is going to be covered. Look at this. I'm just driving through a construction zone here. Traveling through. And we're just going to do like a little loop. I'm going to get in this other lane because there's a giant bump coming up. We're only doing 80 kilometers an hour right now, which is basically all we can do because of the road construction going on. So at this drive. It's kind of a bumpy road, so either which way, I don't think the tires are going to change the ride of how bumpy it is. But it's more or less the feeling I'm going to get. The feeling we're going to get when we're going past 100. How many people out there also have an issue using LED lights? You have problems with your eyes after if you like stare at your phone or computer screen or whatever? Because I've had LED lights affect my vision. When I don't use them, my vision is pretty much normal. Then when I do use LED lights, then my vision is really bad. I can't see the license plate like in front of me, which is like maybe 2 truck lengths. My vision used to be like stellar. So yeah, they're definitely doing lots of road construction. We're driving on the new road now. Oop. Get up to speed. Oh, this is the new bridge. Oh, well, we're way higher. Oh, they raised the whole highway. Crazy. I can't read whatever the last person wrote right now. Shake much? Well, that's what we're trying to discover. We're trying to discover how much of a difference new tires are going to make on the old 7.3. I'm pretty sure it's going to make a big deal. Cleanse the dog's ear. This morning. So now I get to that was bumpy. It's not. There's new shocks on this thing. There's all kinds of stuff that's been done to it. New brakes, not new rotors yet. But when I bought those tires, this guy who sold them to me just out of happenstance, literally after I left my friend's place. I left my friend's place and I gotta move it off the road, turn around and go back the other way I came. Literally after I left my mechanic buddy's place, I was telling him, I'm like, what do you think I should do? If I'm doing these axle seals, should I just like see if I can go to pick your part and get a what do you call it? Get a whole front end with the axle seals already done. It'll probably be easier to install that than it will be to do all the seals, especially outside. You just take the axle and throw it all up in there, right? It probably cost me like $300-400 for an axle at Pick and Pull, and the parts to do the axle seals is going to cost me about $350. So maybe I should just do that and all are done, have an extra axle, right? He's like, well, you shouldn't do that because you don't know what you're going to get at the part place. You might get something that's going to fall apart on you in a few months. But I'm looking like, okay, maybe next year, as we move into next year, I'll have more time. There'll be a little bit better circumstances to kind of get the axle seals done or put the original diff back in the truck. He's like, yeah, I don't know, I wouldn't do that. And so I leave his shop and I'm calling the guy about this tires. And he's like, you know what, I just so you know, I also have another whole front end, brand new, everything new on it. New axle seals, new control arms, new everything. Brand new. He's like, I basically put it all together, and this is a mechanic shop guy who's selling me this, right? He basically had a truck that he bought, and he was like, I did all this work, and then I realized I wanted to do the front end by putting coils instead of leaf springs in. So he basically rebuilt the whole front end of an axle with rotors, wheel bearings, axle seals, control arm, everything else. All new. Like literally, I took pictures of it. Everything's brand new. Cross-drilled rotors. And I get brand new calipers. And what else? What else was in that package? Oh, and new shocks. He says he basically bought for the truck, then he decided to put in a 2006 front end instead of a 2004 front end. He had to drill some new holes, and so he couldn't use that axle anymore because he changed it all. He basically got rid of the leaves for a little better ride and a little better turning capability. And so he's telling me on the phone that he's got a brand new axle. I'm like, there's no way. Like, what are the odds? Not to mention that the tires and rims that I got for the truck basically were the ones I wanted. But then I realized once I had what I wanted, I was like, I wanted those factory 5-stars because it makes it easier to rotate the tires. So what do? I basically am waiting to hear back from this other dude about those 5-star tires, because I wanted the ability to switch the inner wheel well tire to the front if I need to, and not have to like change tires off rims or whatnot. Like it was going to work. So long story short, I ended up buying the tires that I had manifested and the front diff that I manifested. The guy wanted next to nothing for it. I was like, alright, like brand new tires and rims. I'll make my truck look nicer. I'll feel better about my truck. Like, I feel great about my truck no matter what, but like anything that improves it is even better. So we're literally, I'm back and forth. So finally I pulled the trigger on it like 3 days ago. We haven't put tires on, but we are going to do that today. And that's going to be after we get back from this drive. You guys are going to get to see the whole process. So there's no cutting. It's just going to be straight through. You're going to be like watching a guy change his tires. This is for science. Science of the 7.3 liter diesel. Texas Mickey Jack here, loving life, living life. Look at that tarp flapping in the back. You see that? What's under the covers of that tarp? It's greatness. Let's give her a little I love this truck. What I love about this truck is just everything. I love the fact that my dog is comfortable. I love the fact that he has a place to sleep in the back. I love the fact that with this truck, I'm also going to be able to, what do you call it? Throw a camper in the back and not have to worry if I can carry it or not. I might even end up building this camper, to be honest. Because everything I see out there, 9, 10 grand, 20 grand, 100,000 to buy a camper, that, quite frankly, I could build something quality, because that's what I do. I build stuff. Now, have I ever built a camper before? Nope. Will it be perfect the first time? I don't know. But what I do know is that if I build it, it's going to suit all the needs that I want. I kind of want to build a camper where I can walk out onto the roof from the bed. Kind of have a little like patio up there. So I have to make it strong enough to be able to handle it. Right? That's the other thing. Now, thought about, not on this truck, but maybe another truck, I'll take the box off and build like an actual unit. Maybe that'll be in the future. But right now, we're doing 120. There's a bit of vibration. Yeah, you can definitely feel the vibration. But this is a smoother road. It's not as crazy. And you know what tells the story here, if we direct, you can't see the popcorns, but you can see the dog's head bouncing off him. Look at him shaking, right? So you can see that his head is vibrating a little bit. He's getting a little bit of a shake. That's his sleepy head. He's getting a little bit of shake. So you can tell that the ride, you know, it needs to be a little smoother. Now you can feel it. Look at this. I don't know if you can see it in the steering wheel. Man. Doing about almost 120. So you can feel the vibration. Even if you look in the mirror, you see the mirrors like. And you know, it's really hard for me to take the phone out of this thing right now while I'm driving. So we're just going to, you're going to have to take my word for it. Yeah, you can, it's shaky. Dun, 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 dun. Figure if I do like a you can hear it in my voice. So the good thing is when we get back, literally the tools are in the back of the truck to kind of do this. So that's going to be interesting. Yeah. I love the 7.3. You know, A lot of people talk shit. Oh, it's a dinosaur. It's loud. It's rattly. Some people call it a rattle trap. You know, they're like, oh, 6.7's greatest. I'm like, yeah, sure, maybe. Maybe it's got all that power and everything that you want, but like, I know my truck will probably outlast the 6.7, even though it's a 25-year-old truck. But I got 385,795 kilometers on this truck. And the people who had it before didn't really take care of it. Like, I bought something that needed work, but I was like, I know I can do the work. I pretty much know these trucks inside out. And I'm not like a professional mechanic by any means, but I do know how to work on this particular model of truck. Now, I don't go around saying, hey, I can do anything and everything when it comes to these trucks. I'm always learning, but I figured, why not learn from something, keep it, get parts for it, and just fix it when it's broken. Like, I've been stuck in so many situations in the past where I've allowed mechanics to work on my truck, and you just end up leaving there like you've been raped. I can't even use that word. It's a bad word, but like, you've been taken in a direction you don't want to go. Like paying absorbent amounts of money for to get the vehicle fixed. Like, I used to have, my dad told me I should get this truck, and it was a complete lemon in the end. Like, it drank fuel. I was young. I didn't know what I was getting into. I got taken advantage of. I think I paid like $3,500 that I saved. It took a while to save for me back then. And I'm like, oh, I'll just get all these contract jobs and that'll pay for the truck. But anyways, long story. I'm like, I got this truck. I'm just screwing around like a kid. And there's a giant puddle. Like a giant puddle. Like if you hit it, the whole truck is covered in water. Like it's easily like 2.5 feet deep. Like the water came up just a little over the center cap. So when you hit it going fast, it covers the whole truck. I ran through this puddle like 3, 4, 5, 6 times, right? Something crazy like that. And nothing happened to the truck. I was just, yeah, this is awesome. Get home. Shut the truck off. Next day when I come out to turn it on, nothing. I'm like, oh my God, what happened? Long weekend's coming. And I'm supposed to go camping. My truck is not working. And here I am, trying to figure out what's wrong with this truck. This mechanic Johnny that I know, he's not my friend or nothing, I just kind of met him because I happened to go to this one shop one time and they had all these cool cars in there. So I was talking to him and he's like, oh, I'll just bring it down and we'll figure it out. I think it's a fuel pump. I'm like, I don't know if it's a fuel pump. Like, he's like, do you want me to help you or not? I'm like, okay. You know, you don't want to insult their intelligence, all the work that they've been doing, but I feel like a lot of mechanics, just like contractors for houses and construction, they don't really, what do you call it? They don't, they're not always honest. So I was doing some research on my truck, my F-150. It was like a 90. It had the square front end instead of the kind of octagon shaped front end. And I'm like checking, somebody saying, oh, listen to the back when you turn the key to see if you can hear the pump. And well, of course, if the pump's not working, then you're not going to hear the pump, right? So it's kind of hard to figure out what it is. So a relay is like $20 back then. And I'm like, because this is on a Thursday, and I'm like, if I can get it running by Friday, I'm still good for camping. So anyways, I basically, basically, I had to pass that guy. I basically think, okay, it's a relay. I can go to the parts store and get that relay. Ford, it was a Ford part. I can get that relay, throw it in, and I'm good. Johnny's like, nope, it's the fuel pump. Puts the fuel pump in Friday, like 5 o'clock now, so the other place is closed, can't get the relay. Now I'm not going camping. And Johnny's like, yeah, no, the fuel pump's not working still. And I was like, man, it's gotta be the fucking relay. So, on the Monday, because it was a long weekend, I get back. I didn't get back, I couldn't go anywhere. I get that fuel pump relay, throw it in, fucking thing runs no problem. So then I asked Johnny, I was like, so it wasn't the fuel pump. And the fuel pump was like $300-400 or something like that. And then my brain was like, well, you should test the fuel pump you just took out. Why throw it out if it's good, keep it, right? So I had this bright idea to touch the terminals on the battery to see if the fuel pump turned on. And he was still trying to say it was the fuel pump, even though after we threw the relay in, that's when the truck started working. So I guess the water shorted out the relay. The fuel pump wasn't working because there was no power being sent to the fuel pump because the relay wasn't working. It's common sense. I'm not a mechanic, but common sense. And so I said to him, so what's the deal with the fuel pump? I'm pressing, there's like a little nozzle in the end that blows the fuel out. And you can hear when you touched it to the terminal of the battery, it would come on and start blowing air out that area where it would be blowing fuel. And I'm like pressing the hole. I'm like, it seems that fuel pump was working fine. He's like, no, it's not that powerful. And obviously we're not taking the fuel pump out of the gas tank. It doesn't take long to lower a gas tank on an F-150, 90 F-150. It'd probably take you like an hour. Twist the top, pull the fuel pump out, put the new fuel pump in, bolt it up. Hour and a half, 2 hours, job's done, right? That guy wanted $900 for me to fix my own truck. I was like, yeah, no. He's like, you got to pay for the part. I'm like, yeah, I'm paying for the part, but I'm not paying for the fact that you didn't know what you were doing. Right? Like, I figured out what was wrong with the truck, not you. You put in a new fuel pump, which didn't even need to be put in. So, long story short, that's why I do all the work on my truck. Situations like that. And there was no YouTube back then. There was nothing. You had to figure it out, use common sense. I called a couple places, talked to a couple people. I figured it out over the phone. You can't do that nowadays. Nobody wants to answer the phone. They want to text, text everything. So, now we're back. We're back in the construction zone here, where we left from. And we're going to see if changing these tires is going to make a difference or not. I'm actually quite curious. And I'm kind of excited, you know. We're going to get some new tires. The truck should be running smoother. But we'll see. We'll set you guys up on the camera. You guys can watch the whole process of swapping out these tires. And the good thing is, so these are 16-inch ion alloy aluminum rims, and the tires on them are Dynapros, Hankook Dynapro 18s. So basically, basically, we're going to throw these bad boys on and take the same route we left on with the new, just the rears, because I'm not putting the fronts on. I kind of want to, really, but I just don't want to wreck the tires. Steering's a little off, right? I'm sure just a little bit won't wreck the tires, but I'll make that decision when we get back to the house. I know 100% for sure we're putting on rears. Now, maybe that's enough to make a difference. But I know we have snow coming. Between tonight and tomorrow. So the roads will have snow on them when we wake up tomorrow. And I have a lot of stuff to do in the backyard at the same time. You can see the shaking on the phone. Going back to the house to put on the tires. We flushed the dog's ear with some cleansing agents for the ear infection that he's had for a while here. Taking him to the doctor. Cost me about $600 to $800, and still nothing got fixed. This guy wouldn't let me in. It's funny, they'll look at you, and then when they see that you're looking at, oh, I didn't know that you were there with your signal on trying to get into the only lane you can get into to get home. We're just about done our breakfast this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Chunks is just like, oh, there's got to be something to eat. There is. Good bagel. I'm going to try to get on the roof today and clean out the east trough at the same time. Got lots of stuff to do right now. We just got to get to the garage. Tires swapped over. And here we are. We stop in an area where I think I should have, before shutting the truck off, checked to see if, what do we got? If you got 100K per back shot, how many back shots would you take? 0. Maybe those people in the elites will probably take the back shots, but not this guy. Chunks doesn't know anything about being special like that. Hey, how are you today? I'm doing pretty good. We're changing tires on the truck. The whole point of the video was to show you the ride. I want to see if there's a difference by having new tires. Maybe I might even put the fronts on and just take them off after. But just to see what the new tires feel like. I don't know. I'm debating. I don't want to put the front tires on because the alignment's off on the truck. And I don't want to mess up the tires because they're brand new. They're literally brand new. The front ones. The back ones are 80%. Front ones are brand new. Give me a second. I gotta go get the cable for the phone so that I can set it all up so you guys can watch this. I'll be right back. Just hang on. We'll leave you with Chunks. He'll entertain you while I'm gone. Have you been keeping them entertained, Chunks? Oh shit. Let me grab You want to come out? Come on. Beautiful thing. This gorgeous animal. He's just living his best life. Oh. All I know is this should turn out good. It should turn out good. Dog is just like still food in the truck. So we're gonna set up our little tripod here. Oh. I guess we lost that part that would lock the bottom in. Whatever, doesn't matter. Basically. Oh, look at that. Hey, stay close here. Don't go too far there. Gorgeous animal. Somebody might steal him. This is like opening an umbrella, but in the truck. How many back shots? What a question to ask somebody. How many back shots? 100,000 per. I would take 0. Hey, look, these are the caps for the rims. Caps for the fronts. Caps for the back. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. I need this part off of the camera. I told you there'd be no edits, right? No cuts. So we're just basically setting everything up. Because that's where you guys are going to go, right there. Be able to watch. Then we take our battery pack. And then I found a wicked use for the jumper cable pack. And it's literally for this stand. Which I'm kind of happy about because I literally can slide that in there perfectly. It'll hold the battery pack, and then I can plug the phone in. So let me, this is literally no edits. Just take it out, install, Alex is back, look at that, my Japanese friend. Hi Alex. We're changing tires today on the truck. So then I take this guy and plug it into the bottom here. And look, let's have a look at what we got going on here. I gotta call the dog back. He's just decided to walk himself. So many times. What are you doing over there? Yeah, you're slapping your ear. I see that. Okay. So we're setting up for this. You want to lay in the back? Here, go lay in the back. All right. Look at what we got going on here. These are the tires. Whoa. Check it out. Oh, look at how nice those look. Some water spots. You could feel the weather changing. Huh. So I got a pretty good deal on these. So these are the backs. And we're going to check all the air on these things. Let's get the compressor going. What else do we need? We got batteries. They had the air hose spinning. I know one of these leaks. I know one of these leaks, so let's see which one. I know that these tires got to be. Man, it's a little chilly. So those are going to be caps that go in. You may as well stay warm while you do this work. It was warm earlier. Now you can feel the temperature is dropping. So there's a very, very good chance of snow. So, why not be warm? Right? Let's see which one leaks. Put some gloves on. Here we are. Let's see, is it this one? I hear leaking. Let's try this one. Huh. That one doesn't leak. Okay. I'll leave this in the truck. Alright, let's check to see if these are the right tire pressure. First off, look at the tread on that, that's pretty sweet. Lots of tread left. $33.2. 33. Let's check it with this one. It's supposed to be 45. This is just it's a little low. I think it's 40, 60, 45. You can check that stuff on the inside door of these trucks. I think the fronts are 65. But I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Let's see here. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, see, 60, 45. The fronts are 60, the backs are 45. So that tire needs a little bit more air in it. So, Just realized I didn't turn the battery pack on for the camera. Okay, so we're at... What is this reading anyways? This one seems off, maybe. I can't, the top part's all smashed, so I wonder if this is even good. Oh, this one's PSI and this one's feet in inches. So that's not going to work. Huh. Man, it's almost too big to put in that area. Okay, so we got to give her a little more. I didn't know hand-cooked tires were made in Korea. It says it right here. Made in Korea. Hard to get an accurate reading when you hit the rim pulling it off. Maybe a little more. Before we put these on, right? Let's just do this. 45, bang, perfect. That one's good. Mind you, I have my bullet casing. What do you call them? The bullet casing. These things, but I made them myself. So this. Oh. Come off. Like look at how new. Look at how new these Dynapros are. Look at that. Look at that. Was it that I didn't give you guys food? These are literally brand new tires. I'm sure I'm eating food. I didn't actually dry them, so they became a little spotted. You know that I realized, I don't think these are balanced. Fuck. Yeah, this is low. This should be, this is where the problem of putting air into these things is going to come. Without scratching the... Definitely needs more air. We need 60. 60-45. We'll do more. We're at 50. We got 10 more points to put in. We'll get it up to 60. I noticed there's no wheel weights on this. So I'm thinking this may not be balanced. That's 60. That's good. I almost think that I should wait. Huh. Fuck, eh? Well, at least they're ready. And there's the center cap for that. It's got a hole in it because of the... I don't see no wheel weights on this when I bought these. I assumed. But then he said he never put this on the road. So why would you go through doing all that work? Because there's no wheel weights on this one either. There's actually no wheel weights on any of them. So you check this out. I don't see any wheel weights anywhere. Huh. That's interesting. They look pretty sweet still. Side by side. Let's check this one. There's no wheel weights on this one either. Huh. All right. I may be putting these tires in tomorrow. At least. Gonna let some air out. Perfect. 45. Maybe a little more. 45. So there we are with that one. Okay, this one's good. That's the inner. These tires are pretty good. Some rocks stuck in there. But we'll get through the winter with these. For sure. They're decent. Alright, we got this batch. This is inside. Might as well clean it. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to, I probably shouldn't install these. Fuck, I wanted to. See how manifestation works? The more you don't want to do something, the more you have to. Alright, let's check the tire pressure here. It's gotta be. Feels like that's a longer stem. Almost. 45. 60. 45. Still need more. Almost there. That should be it right there. Maybe a little bit more. That's probably over now. Yeah, just a little. All right, perfect. Okay, that one's good. Might as well put these away. It's kind of odd. I think my rears don't even have balance. I'm gonna check here. I don't see no wheel weights even on these ones. There's no wheel weights. Huh. There's no wheel weights. Should I chance it? I don't know. All right, well, I guess we'll just continue. I feel like we need better valve stems. Let's see. And these are like two. They definitely need more air. Oh, we need lots of air in this one. We're moving. We're moving up. Is it leaking? Feels like it needs a lot more air than normal. Check to see what's there in the tank. At 30. It's finally going up. I'm wondering if my tank is not running. Let's just check. Lots of air. Okay. We're getting there. Moving up. Dun, dun, dun. Toronto is cold. 6 in Japan. It feels weird that this. Feels weird that it's taking so long to put air in this. Oh, we're at 40. We're almost at 60. Nice. We need 65. Feels like I'm putting no air in. Well, we're at 50. You shouldn't lean on a tire like this when you're inflating in case it explodes. I gotta put like 15 tons of air. It's taking forever. Why is this one taking so long? I'm gonna try the other one. Let's see. 50. This one's gonna come down. That'd be at 45. Yeah, something was wrong with that valve stem. There. That one's good. I think this valve stem needs to be changed. I feel like he put the valve stems in the wrong spot. I feel like these outside ones should have been short. Like, I don't know if you could tell, but I feel like these ones, see how long they stick out? Should actually go here. Huh. Alright. I guess worst case scenario is I gotta put these on tomorrow. I'll see if I can get them balanced at a shop. Just cause there's no point in taking off all the tires and everything. See, look at the rims. They're gonna look really nice once they're on the truck. I'm gonna just put them beside so you can see what they look like. So check this out. That's what they're gonna look like on the truck. Looks nice. It's gonna look good when it's done. But right now, we're at a stalemate. I feel the mechanic shop's gonna be open tomorrow. I can get the tires rotated. I can get the tires rotated tomorrow. I don't know. Thinking here. Thinking. It just does that every now and then where it cuts the feed when you're switching back and forth from cameras. So I'm going to have to probably revisit this tomorrow because, yeah, I feel like the tires should get balanced before I put them on. What would be the point of putting them on when I can just take them in tomorrow and drop them off? And then have them balanced by the end of the day and then throw them on the truck. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Wait. Wait, what? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's where we're at. We were going to install these tires, but since they're not balanced, because there's no wheel weights on any of them. There's no wheel weights on any of them. And I want to get these valve stems fixed because they're not in the right place. I'm pretty sure whoever put the valve stems in wasn't thinking when they put these little baby valve stems. See that? I can barely get my hand in there to undo that. So I may have to get the valve stems changed. Because if we look over here, that one sticks out a lot. This one, not so much. I don't know. Agree to wait. Yeah, I should wait. You're right. I should wait till tomorrow. There's no point in doing this tonight. Oh, I wanted it done and I didn't want to do it in the snow. You see, the thing about manifestation is that what you don't want, you'll get more of because of the feeling you put towards how you don't want to do it. And here we are at don't want. And now it's snowing tonight and tomorrow. So I'm going to have to put these on. Oh, it hurts me to say it. I have to put it on tomorrow. Why? I guess I gotta wait. Agree to wait. Fuck. They look so beautiful though. Look at them. Like, there's only one other thing that's as beautiful as these tires and rims. I'm actually I'm gonna love it when they're on though. I gotta say. Look at these. It's hard to see on the camera, right? But look at how beautiful those are going to look on this truck. Ba-bam! So my impatience is telling me that I should wait till tomorrow, just like ZPR Z10 GT. It's saying I should wait. Agree to wait. Agreed to wait. Even though there's no balance, there's no wheel weights on the truck itself as right now. So that could be another reason why they vibrate the way they do. But they're also shitty tires. The ones on the truck are basically bald and ready to explode. So I guess we're gonna have to wait. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm not gonna prolong this process anymore. I'm going to look into getting more, what do you call it, newer valve stems. I think what I'm going to do is going to try to find a valve stem that kind of bends out. And I'll show you what I mean. I'll demonstrate on these tires here. So with these tires, so you see how the valve stem is here. I'll move it in a way so they're at the bottom, kind of. And if this is sitting against there, right? How am I going to get to the inside edge of these rims? I can't get to that. I can't undo that bolt. That's going to come out farther. So that valve stem right there needs to come out farther. because I'll never be able to inflate the tire without a set of pliers or smaller hands. I need smaller hands. So with that said, and now that I'm looking at it, I feel like that rim needs to be painted. Oh God. Look at this. You see how this is another situation here. Is you can see the rust through the wheels. So they probably should get painted. The inner wheel. They should get painted. Oh. Alright, so I guess I'm going to wait until tomorrow. What else do you do? That's all I can do. Just wait till tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.